Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve success effortlessly, while others struggle to make progress, no matter how hard they try? What sets these individuals apart? Is it sheer luck, or is there a deeper force at play? The truth is, it's all about mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your beliefs, decisions, and actions. In fact, your mindset could be the single most important factor in determining whether you reach your goals or fall short. In Mindset Pulse, Unlock Your Path to Success, we'll explore how to transform your mindset into a powerful tool that drives you toward success. This book will guide you through a journey of self-discovery and growth, helping you break through mental barriers, embrace new possibilities, and develop the habits that lead to lasting success. Get ready to unlock your true potential and take control of your future. Chapter 1: The Power of Your Mindset, Unlocking the First Step to Success. When you think about success, what comes to mind? Is it a successful career, a happy family life, or perhaps a sense of fulfillment in your personal achievements? No matter the form success takes for you, there's one thing that all successful people have in common: the right mindset. It's the foundation upon which all other aspects of success are built. But what does it really mean to have the right mindset, and how can it influence your ability to achieve your goals? At its core, your mindset is the collection of beliefs, attitudes, and assumptions you have about yourself and the world around you. These mental patterns shape your actions, determine how you handle challenges, and influence your overall outlook on life. Whether you're aware of it or not, your mindset is always working in the background, influencing your thoughts and behaviors. The power of mindset lies in its ability to either propel you forward or hold you back. Imagine for a moment two people facing the same challenge. One person sees the challenge as an opportunity to grow, believing that through effort and learning they can overcome it. The other person sees the challenge as an insurmountable obstacle, convinced that they are not capable of succeeding. The first person's mindset is one of growth and possibility, while the second person's mindset is fixed and limited. The outcome of their journey will likely be very different. This example illustrates the fundamental truth about mindset. It is not the circumstances you face that determine your success, but the way you choose to view and respond to those circumstances. In this chapter, we'll explore the concept of mindset and the two primary types of mindset that most people operate from: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. We'll also dive into why understanding your own mindset is the first step toward unlocking your potential and achieving the success you desire. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are static and unchangeable. People with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges, give up easily, and see effort as fruitless. They often believe that success is determined by natural talent and that failures reflect their inherent limitations. This mindset can lead to self-doubt, frustration, and a fear of failure that holds people back from reaching their full potential. In contrast, a growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and view effort as a necessary part of the path to success. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their abilities, but rather an opportunity to learn and improve. With a growth mindset, the focus shifts from avoiding failure to embracing the process of learning and development. Research by psychologist Carol Dweck, who coined the terms fixed mindset and growth mindset, has shown that people with a growth mindset are more likely to achieve long-term success. They tend to approach problems with curiosity rather than fear, and they see effort as a tool for improvement rather than something to be avoided. This mindset helps them stay resilient in the face of adversity, and it encourages them to continue learning and growing, even after experiencing setbacks. But what does this mean for you? It means that no matter where you are today, you have the power to change your mindset and unlock your path to success. A growth mindset is not something you are born with. It's something you can cultivate and strengthen over time. And the best part? Once you develop a growth mindset, it becomes easier to face challenges, pursue your goals with confidence, and see every setback as a stepping stone toward success. Consider the example of Thomas Edison, the famous inventor who is often quoted for his persistence and determination. Edison's most well-known invention, the light bulb, didn't come easily. In fact, he faced thousands of failed attempts before he succeeded. But rather than seeing each failure as a defeat, Edison viewed it as a lesson, a part of the process that brought him closer to success. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's growth mindset was a key factor in his ability to push through failures and eventually revolutionize the world with his inventions. Another example comes from the world of sports. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was actually cut from his high school basketball team. His coach didn't believe he had the necessary skills to play at the competitive level. However, instead of giving up, Jordan used this setback as motivation. He trained relentlessly, focused on improving his game, and turned what could have been a career-ending blow into one of the greatest success stories in sports history. Like Edison, Jordan's growth mindset played a significant role in his ability to reach the pinnacle of success. These examples highlight the key idea that success isn't about avoiding failure, but about how you respond to it. People with a fixed mindset are more likely to give up when faced with challenges, while people with a growth mindset see failure as part of the learning process. Developing a growth mindset allows you to turn every setback into a valuable lesson, ultimately helping you reach your goals. As you move forward on your journey toward success, it's important to take a close look at your own mindset. Are you operating from a fixed mindset, where you feel limited by your abilities and afraid to take risks? Or are you embracing a growth mindset where you see challenges as opportunities and understand that your efforts will lead to improvement? To help you identify where you stand, take a moment to reflect on your past experiences. Think about a recent challenge or setback you faced. How did you respond? Did you see it as an opportunity to learn and grow, or did you let it discourage you? Your response can reveal a lot about your current mindset. Here's an exercise to help you shift towards a growth mindset. Choose one area of your life where you feel challenged or where you've faced failure in the past. Write down your thoughts and beliefs about that challenge. Do you believe you are capable of improving in this area? What negative thoughts come up when you think about the challenge? Now, reframe those thoughts using a growth mindset. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good at this," try thinking, "I may not be good at this yet, but with practice, I can improve." Create an action plan for how you can begin taking small steps to improve in this area. Remember, progress is about consistency, not perfection. As you practice this exercise, you'll begin to notice a shift in how you approach challenges. With each step you take toward adopting a growth mindset, you'll feel more empowered and motivated to pursue your goals with confidence. Remember, your mindset is the key to unlocking your success. It's not about being perfect or avoiding mistakes. It's about adopting the belief that you can grow, learn, and achieve anything you set your mind to. By choosing to cultivate a growth mindset, you are taking the first crucial step toward creating the life you desire. Chapter 2. Shifting perspectives, moving from limiting beliefs to possibility thinking. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, wondering if you're truly capable of reaching your goals? Perhaps you've thought, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'm not cut out for this," or maybe "it's just too late for me to change." These thoughts are examples of limiting beliefs, and they can prevent you from unlocking your full potential. But what if you could change the way you think about yourself and your possibilities? What if, instead of seeing limitations, you could learn to see opportunities? Shifting your perspective is one of the most powerful tools you can use to unlock your success. The truth is, we all have beliefs about ourselves, others, and the world, some of which empower us and some of which hold us back. The good news is that these beliefs are not set in stone. By learning to recognize and challenge limiting beliefs, we can begin to shift our mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. In this chapter, we'll explore the concept of limiting beliefs and how they shape our lives. We'll also look at the idea of possibility thinking, a mindset that opens up new opportunities and encourages growth. Through real-life examples and practical insights, we'll see how making this shift can change not just your thinking, but also your results. Limiting beliefs are mental barriers that tell you what you can't do. They often stem from past experiences, societal influences, or negative self-talk. For example, a person who grew up in a household where education wasn't valued might develop the belief that they aren't good enough to succeed academically. Or someone who experienced failure in their career may believe they're not capable of achieving success in their field. These beliefs can become so ingrained that they shape the way we approach every challenge, often before we even try. But limiting beliefs are not facts. They're just thoughts. And thoughts can be changed. Take, for example, Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison faced countless failures throughout his career, with many people telling him that he was wasting his time and resources. If Edison had held on to the belief that failure equaled defeat, he would have given up long before he succeeded. Instead, he embraced failure as part of the process. In fact, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's ability to shift his perspective on failure from something negative to something constructive allowed him to push through adversity and ultimately achieve groundbreaking success. So, how can you shift your own mindset from limitation to possibility? The first step is to recognize your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself, what are the thoughts that hold you back? Are there areas in your life where you feel stuck or incapable of making progress? Identifying these beliefs is crucial because it's difficult to change something you're not aware of. Once you've identified a limiting belief, the next step is to challenge it. Is the belief really true? What evidence do you have that contradicts it? For example, if you believe you're not good at public speaking, can you think of a time when you spoke in front of others and did well? Maybe it wasn't perfect, but did you communicate your message effectively? Challenging your limiting beliefs with evidence of your strengths and successes helps to weaken their grip on your mindset. After challenging your limiting beliefs, the next step is to replace them with empowering beliefs. This is where possibility thinking comes in. Possibility thinking is the mindset that believes anything is possible with effort, learning, and growth. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, possibility thinking encourages you to focus on what you can do, what you're willing to learn, and how you can grow. It shifts your focus from limitations to opportunities, from fixed outcomes to growth-oriented actions. A great example of someone who embodies possibility thinking is Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Early in her career, she faced numerous challenges, including critics who doubted her abilities because of her background and physical appearance. But instead of accepting those limiting beliefs, Williams embraced the idea that with hard work and perseverance, she could achieve greatness. She didn't let others' judgments define her potential. Instead, she saw every challenge as an opportunity to grow and improve. Williams' mindset has been a key factor in her success, enabling her to break records and remain at the top of her game for years. Shifting your perspective from limiting beliefs to possibility thinking doesn't happen overnight, but it is possible with practice. It starts with self-awareness and an openness to change. You don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to have all the answers. But with each small shift, you'll find that your ability to see new possibilities and take action toward them grows stronger. As you work to shift your mindset, here's a practical exercise to help you apply what we've discussed in this chapter. Exercise. Take a moment to reflect on an area of your life where you feel stuck or unable to move forward. Perhaps it's in your career, relationships, health, or personal goals. Now, identify the limiting belief that's holding you back. Write it down. For example, it might be something like, "I'm not smart enough to get promoted," or "I'll never be able to lose weight." Once you have your limiting belief, ask yourself, is this belief true? What evidence do I have that contradicts it? Can I find examples of times when I've succeeded, even if it wasn't perfect? Write down any evidence that challenges the belief. Next, replace your limiting belief with an empowering belief. For instance, if your limiting belief is, "I'll never be able to lose weight," You might replace it with, I have the ability to make healthy choices and improve my health every day. This new belief should reflect possibility thinking, something that opens the door to growth and action. As you move forward, remind yourself that shifting your perspective takes time, and it's okay to experience setbacks along the way. The key is to keep challenging those limiting beliefs and replacing them with beliefs that empower you to take action and reach your goals. Reflection question. Think about a current challenge or goal in your life. What limiting belief might be holding you back from achieving it? How can you reframe that belief into something more empowering? How would shifting your mindset change the way you approach this challenge? By applying the ideas in this chapter and working through the exercise, you're taking the first steps toward unlocking your potential and embracing a mindset that thrives on possibility and growth. The journey may take time, but with consistent practice, you'll find that shifting your mindset can lead to powerful and lasting change. Chapter 3. Building confidence from within. Trusting yourself to take action. How many times have you hesitated to take action on something you truly wanted to do because you doubted yourself? Maybe you thought, what if I fail? Or what if I'm not good enough? Self-doubt is something we all experience from time to time, but it doesn't have to control you. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. It's not about knowing you'll succeed every time, but rather about trusting that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. In this chapter, we'll explore the concept of self-confidence and how to cultivate it from within. We'll look at how building confidence is a gradual process, one that involves taking small but consistent steps, confronting your fears, and, most importantly, trusting your own abilities. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand why confidence is a skill you can develop and how to begin the journey of strengthening it in your own life. Confidence is often misunderstood. Many people think of it as an all-or-nothing quality. Either you have it or you don't. In reality, confidence is much more fluid. It's a belief in your own abilities, yes, but it's also the willingness to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to learn from mistakes without letting them define you. Confidence isn't about being perfect or always knowing the right answer. It's about trusting that you have the capacity to figure things out and handle challenges as they come. Take the example of a young professional starting out in their career. At first, they may feel uncertain about their skills, second-guessing their decisions, and worrying about making mistakes. But as they gain experience and handle more projects, they start to trust themselves more. With each success, their confidence grows. But more importantly, even when they face setbacks, they no longer let those setbacks define their abilities. They understand that failure is a natural part of growth, and they trust themselves to learn from it and keep going. Confidence is built through action and experience, not through constant self-doubt. This principle can be seen in the stories of successful entrepreneurs who didn't let initial failures stop them. Take Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, for example. She faced numerous rejections when trying to get her product into stores, but instead of giving up, she believed in her idea and herself. Her willingness to keep trying, even when the odds were stacked against her, eventually led her to success. Blakely's story is a testament to the power of confidence, not the kind that's based on immediate success, but the kind that's based on persistence and trust in your ability to navigate challenges. Building confidence also involves changing the way you think about yourself. It's about shifting from a mindset of "I'm not good enough" to "I am capable of learning and growing." Often, the biggest barrier to building confidence is our own inner critic. This voice tells us that we're not ready, that we're not prepared, and that we shouldn't even try. But the truth is, no one is ever fully ready, and the only way to become ready is to start taking action. Confidence comes from doing, not from waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions. Real-life examples show us that confidence isn't something you achieve once and then keep forever. It's something that ebbs and flows. There will be times when you feel on top of the world, and other times when self-doubt creeps in. What's important is that you don't let those moments of doubt stop you from moving forward. It's about learning to trust yourself, even when the outcome is uncertain. As you begin to build your confidence, start by recognizing and challenging the negative thoughts that hold you back. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," or "I'm not capable," ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this is true? What would happen if I tried anyway? Most of the time, you'll find that your fears are based on assumptions rather than facts. Challenging these thoughts is the first step toward creating a more confident mindset. A powerful exercise to build your confidence is to step outside of your comfort zone, even in small ways. For instance, if public speaking makes you nervous, start by speaking in front of a small group of friends or colleagues. Gradually, as you gain more experience and see that you can handle it, your confidence will grow. The more you practice taking action in spite of fear, the more confident you'll become. Confidence also thrives on positive self-talk. If you've ever tried to build a new habit or learn a new skill, you've probably heard that inner voice telling you to give up. The key is to replace that voice with encouragement instead of criticism. Instead of thinking, "I'm terrible at this," replace it with, "I'm still learning, and every attempt brings me closer to success." Over time, this positive reinforcement will help you develop a strong belief in your ability to succeed. One of the most effective ways to build confidence is through reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to think about the small victories you achieved. Maybe you made a difficult decision, learned something new, or took a risk that paid off. Recognizing your achievements, no matter how small, helps reinforce your belief in yourself. And as you build on those small successes, your confidence will continue to grow. Practical exercise. Think about a goal you've been hesitant to pursue because you doubt your abilities. Write down the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. Then, for each belief, write down at least 3 pieces of evidence that prove you are capable of achieving this goal. This might include past successes, strengths you've demonstrated, or skills you've developed. Challenge yourself to take one small action toward this goal, no matter how small it may seem. Each step you take, no matter how incremental, will help you build the confidence you need to succeed. Reflective question. What is one area of your life where you're holding back due to self-doubt? What would it take for you to trust yourself enough to take action? Reflect on the steps you could take today to begin building confidence in that area. How can you practice self-compassion and positive self-talk to support yourself on this journey? Remember, confidence is a skill that takes time to develop, but every small action you take today moves you closer to the person you want to become. Trust yourself. You are capable of more than you realize. Chapter 4. Embracing challenges, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Have you ever faced a challenge that seemed so overwhelming that you wanted to give up before even trying? It's easy to feel defeated when you encounter obstacles, whether they are personal, professional, or even emotional. However, what if the very challenges that seem so daunting are actually the key to your growth and success? What if instead of running from challenges, you could learn to embrace them and see them as opportunities for improvement? In this chapter, we'll explore how facing challenges head-on can lead to personal growth and success. Rather than avoiding difficulties or feeling defeated by them, we'll learn how to change our perspective and view challenges as stepping stones toward our goals. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a deeper understanding of how to approach obstacles in a way that empowers you and strengthens your mindset. Challenges are often seen as negative forces that stand between us and our goals. It's easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned, but the reality is that challenges are a natural and inevitable part of life. They show up in many forms: a difficult project at work, a personal setback, a financial challenge, or even a relationship issue. No matter the shape they take, challenges have one thing in common. They force us to adapt, learn, and grow. Imagine a runner training for a marathon. The journey isn't easy, and it's filled with moments of doubt, exhaustion, and even injury. But it's through these very struggles that the runner builds strength and resilience. Each challenge faced during training, whether it's a hard run, a weather setback, or an injury, becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, both physically and mentally. By the time race day arrives, the runner has not only built physical endurance, but also developed the mental toughness needed to push through adversity. Similarly, challenges in life and work can serve the same purpose. For example, let's say you're leading a team at work and you face an unexpected obstacle. Perhaps a critical project deadline is moved up, or a team member is unavailable for a period of time. It's easy to feel frustrated or stressed, but by reframing the situation, you can find opportunities to strengthen your problem-solving abilities. You might discover new ways to delegate tasks, communicate more effectively with your team, or tap into new resources. In this case, the challenge isn't something to avoid, but rather a chance to enhance your leadership and adaptability. One key factor in embracing challenges is the mindset with which you approach them. When faced with a difficult situation, do you see it as a roadblock, or do you see it as an opportunity for growth? People who thrive in the face of challenges tend to have a growth mindset, the belief that skills and abilities can be developed over time through hard work and perseverance. This mindset allows them to face obstacles with curiosity rather than fear, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to learn and improve. Take the example of Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential figures in the world. Early in her career, she faced numerous challenges. She was told she wasn't fit for television and was even fired from her first job as a TV anchor. But instead of giving up, she embraced the challenge, used her setbacks as lessons, and continued to improve her skills. Today, Oprah is known for her resilience and her ability to overcome adversity, turning each challenge into a stepping stone toward greater success. Her journey is a testament to the power of embracing challenges. Of course, embracing challenges doesn't mean that it will always be easy or comfortable. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed, frustrated, or unsure of yourself. However, these feelings are a natural part of the growth process. By acknowledging them and pushing through, you are developing resilience, the ability to bounce back and keep moving forward even after setbacks. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficulty. It's about having the strength to persevere, no matter how tough things get. To help you understand how to embrace challenges in your own life, consider this exercise. Think about a current challenge you're facing, whether it's personal, professional, or emotional. Instead of viewing it as an obstacle, try to reframe it as an opportunity for growth. What is this challenge teaching you? What skills or strengths are you developing by dealing with it? Perhaps it's teaching you patience, resilience, or how to problem solve in new ways. Reflect on how you can approach the situation with a positive, growth-oriented mindset. For example, if you're struggling with a tough project at work, instead of focusing on how difficult it is, think about what you can learn from it. Maybe it's an opportunity to improve your time management skills, practice effective communication, or develop leadership qualities. The more you can shift your perspective to see challenges as opportunities for development, the more you will grow as a person and as a professional. At the end of the day, challenges are not something to fear or avoid. They are an inevitable part of life, and they come with valuable lessons that can help you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. By embracing challenges, you learn not only how to handle difficult situations, but also how to use them as fuel for your personal growth. The next time you encounter a challenge, remember that it's not there to stop you. It's there to help you grow. Reflect on this. What challenge in your life right now could become an opportunity for growth? How can you reframe your thinking to embrace it rather than fear it? The answers you discover can be the first steps in unlocking your potential and becoming a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Chapter 5. Mastering Focus. Aligning your efforts with your goals. Have you ever found yourself starting a project or pursuing a goal only to get distracted and lose sight of what you were working toward? Perhaps you've had days when your to-do list is endless, but by the end of the day, you've only made a dent in it. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. One of the biggest challenges people face on the path to success is maintaining focus. In a world filled with distractions, staying focused on what truly matters can be difficult. But what if you could master the art of focus and use it to consistently move toward your goals? In this chapter, we'll dive into the concept of focus, what it is, why it's essential, and how to cultivate it in a way that aligns your efforts with your long-term objectives. You'll learn practical techniques for improving your ability to concentrate, stay on track, and direct your energy toward the things that truly matter. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a clearer understanding of how focus can be your secret weapon for success. Focus is often misunderstood. Many people think it's about sheer willpower or forcing yourself to stay concentrated for long periods. While willpower does play a role, true focus is about intentionality. It's about deciding, in each moment, where to direct your energy. It's about aligning your actions with your purpose and resisting the urge to get sidetracked by things that don't serve your goals. Focus isn't just about blocking out distractions. It's about creating a mental environment where you are fully present and engaged in what you're doing. One real-life example of the power of focus can be seen in the journey of successful entrepreneurs. Take Elon Musk, for instance. Known for his relentless pursuit of innovation, Musk often speaks about how he divides his time into 5-minute blocks to maximize his productivity and minimize distractions. While not all of us need to go to such extremes, the key takeaway here is that Musk's success stems from his ability to direct his energy with laser-like focus toward his goals. He prioritizes the things that will move him forward, and he is unapologetic about letting go of things that don't align with his vision. Another example can be found in the story of a student preparing for an important exam. At first, the idea of studying for hours seems overwhelming, and the student may feel tempted to procrastinate or distract themselves with social media or other activities. But when they set clear goals, such as completing a chapter of study by the end of the day, and commit to focusing on that one task, the experience becomes more manageable. By breaking the task into smaller, more achievable chunks, the student can maintain their focus and stay motivated. Each moment of focus becomes a building block that contributes to the larger goal of passing the exam. The challenge, however, is that focus is not a skill we are born with. It is something we must develop and refine over time. In a world where our attention is constantly pulled in different directions, maintaining focus requires conscious effort. But the good news is that focus is a skill you can build, and once developed, it can become a powerful tool for achieving success. One of the most effective ways to strengthen your focus is by setting clear and specific goals. When your objectives are clearly defined, it's much easier to direct your energy toward achieving them. Without a clear goal, it's easy to get lost in the shuffle of daily tasks and distractions. But when you know exactly what you want to accomplish and why it matters, your focus naturally sharpens. Another powerful strategy is to eliminate or minimize distractions. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere, from the constant stream of notifications on your phone to the temptation of checking social media. To master focus, you need to create an environment that supports it. This might mean turning off your phone, working in a quiet space, or using apps that block distracting websites. By creating a space free of distractions, you're giving yourself the best chance to concentrate and perform at your highest level. It's also important to understand that maintaining focus doesn't mean working non-stop without breaks. In fact, studies show that our brains work best when we alternate between periods of intense focus and rest. The Pomodoro technique, for example, encourages working in focused 25-minute intervals followed by a 5-minute break. This technique helps prevent burnout and keeps your mind fresh and engaged. By pacing yourself in this way, you can maintain a higher level of focus throughout the day. Let's take the example of a writer working on a book. Writing is often a solitary and long-term endeavor, and staying focused over long stretches of time can be challenging. But by breaking the writing process into manageable tasks, such as writing 500 words per day or completing one chapter per week, the writer can maintain focus on the task at hand. With each small victory, the writer moves closer to completing the book, and the process becomes less overwhelming. To further improve your focus, it's essential to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in whatever you're doing, without judgment or distraction. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts and actions without letting them control you. This ability to stay present is a cornerstone of focus because it allows you to direct your attention where it matters most. Finally, building focus requires consistency. The more you practice focusing on your goals, the easier it becomes. Think of focus as a muscle. It strengthens with regular exercise. Over time, as you develop the habit of focusing your energy on what matters, you'll find that your ability to concentrate improves and your results become more consistent. To help you apply the concepts of focus in your own life, try this exercise. Take a moment to identify one goal you are currently working toward. It could be anything, whether it's advancing in your career, improving your health, or finishing a project. Once you've identified this goal, ask yourself, what is the next small step I can take toward achieving this goal? Now, create a plan to focus all your energy on completing that next step. Eliminate distractions, set a clear time frame, and commit to working on this task with full attention. Afterward, reflect on how it felt to focus on one task and how that focus helped you move closer to your goal. By consistently practicing these strategies and staying focused on your goals, you'll begin to see how powerful focus can be in propelling you forward. Focus is not just about avoiding distractions, it's about aligning your actions with your long-term vision. When you master focus, you unlock the door to consistent progress and lasting success. Chapter 6, Resilience in Action, How to Bounce Back Stronger Than Before. Have you ever faced a setback so challenging that it made you question your ability to keep going? Maybe it was a failed project, an unexpected job loss, or a personal disappointment that knocked you off course. The truth is, everyone encounters setbacks. But what truly separates those who succeed from those who give up is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to stay strong in the face of challenges, and to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. In this chapter, we'll explore the power of resilience and how you can build it to handle life's inevitable obstacles with grace and confidence. Resilience isn't just about surviving tough situations, it's about thriving in spite of them. It's the mental and emotional strength that allows you to not only recover from difficulties, but to emerge from them even stronger. People who possess resilience don't let setbacks define their future. Instead, they use them as learning experiences, seeing challenges as opportunities to grow, improve, and adapt. Developing resilience isn't an overnight process, but it's a skill that can be nurtured and strengthened with the right mindset and tools. One of the key aspects of resilience is how we respond to failure. Most of us have experienced failure at some point in our lives. It's painful, discouraging, and can often feel like a personal defeat. However, resilient people view failure differently. They don't see it as a reflection of their worth or abilities. Instead, they see it as a stepping stone on the path to success. Take the example of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the world's most successful authors, Rowling faced multiple rejections from publishers. She was struggling with personal difficulties and living on welfare, yet she never gave up on her dream. Instead of letting the rejections defeat her, she used each one as motivation to improve her craft and push forward. Today, her story is a testament to the power of resilience and perseverance. Similarly, consider the story of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's resilience and unwavering belief in his ability to succeed, despite repeated failures, led to the invention of the electric light bulb. His determination to keep going, even when others doubted him, is a powerful example of resilience in action. But resilience is not just about bouncing back from big failures. It's also about how we handle the smaller challenges and setbacks that occur every day. For instance, imagine you're working toward a major career goal, say, landing a promotion. You've been putting in extra hours, learning new skills, and networking with the right people. But despite your efforts, you're passed over for the promotion. How do you respond? Do you get discouraged and give up? Or do you use the experience as an opportunity to learn, refine your approach, and try again? Resilient people understand that failure is not the end. It's simply a part of the process. One key to building resilience is reframing how you think about challenges. When faced with an obstacle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? Reframing challenges as learning opportunities shifts your focus from the pain of failure to the potential for growth. This mindset shift not only makes it easier to persevere, but also helps you maintain a positive outlook even when things aren't going as planned. Another important aspect of resilience is the ability to manage your emotions in difficult situations. When faced with adversity, it's natural to feel frustrated, angry, or anxious. However, resilient people are able to acknowledge and process their emotions without letting them take over. Instead of letting negative emotions cloud their judgment, they practice emotional regulation by taking a step back, gaining perspective, and responding with calmness and clarity. For example, if you're faced with a setback at work, rather than reacting impulsively or getting discouraged, take a deep breath, reassess the situation, and create a plan for how you will move forward. Support systems are also essential in building resilience. While resilience is an individual skill, it's important to remember that you don't have to go through challenges alone. Resilient people often seek support from friends, family, mentors, or colleagues. Having a strong support network provides emotional encouragement and practical advice, making it easier to navigate tough times. Whether it's sharing your struggles with a trusted friend or asking a mentor for guidance, reaching out to others can help you stay focused and positive during difficult periods. Another way to build resilience is by developing a sense of purpose. People who have a clear sense of purpose, whether it's related to their work, personal life, or larger goals, are more likely to push through challenges because they are driven by something greater than the obstacles they face. Having a purpose gives you something to hold on to when times get tough, reminding you that the setbacks you're facing are just part of a bigger picture. Take the example of Oprah Winfrey, who faced numerous hardships growing up, including poverty and abuse. Despite these challenges, she remained focused on her purpose to help others and became one of the most influential figures in media. Oprah's resilience was fueled by her deep sense of purpose and her commitment to making a positive impact on the world. Building resilience also involves developing self-compassion. Often when we face setbacks, we can be our own harshest critics. We beat ourselves up, wondering what we could have done differently or why things didn't work out. However, self-compassion allows us to be kinder to ourselves during difficult times. Instead of criticizing ourselves for our perceived failures, we can treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend. This approach helps to reduce the negative impact of setbacks and allows us to bounce back more quickly. Finally, resilience is about maintaining a long-term perspective. When faced with setbacks, it's easy to get caught up in the short-term emotions and challenges. However, resilient people keep the big picture in mind. They understand that setbacks are just temporary, and they remind themselves that their long-term goals are still within reach. This long-term perspective helps them to stay motivated and focused, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Now that we've explored the key concepts of resilience, it's time to put them into practice. Reflect on a recent setback or challenge you faced. How did you respond? Did you see it as an opportunity for growth, or did you let it discourage you? What could you have done differently to bounce back more effectively? For your practical exercise, think about a current challenge or goal you're working on. It could be related to your career, health, relationships, or personal development. Ask yourself, what would it look like to approach this challenge with resilience? How can you reframe it as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback? What steps can you take today to move forward, even if it's just a small step? Remember, resilience isn't something you either have or don't have. It's a skill you can build over time. By shifting your mindset, managing your emotions, seeking support, and maintaining your long-term vision, you'll strengthen your ability to bounce back from any challenge and emerge stronger than before. Chapter 7. The Role of Consistency. Small steps lead to big wins. Have you ever found yourself feeling overwhelmed by the sheer size of a goal or project? Perhaps the task ahead feels so large that it's hard to know where to begin. It's easy to think that in order to make progress, we need to take giant leaps or make major breakthroughs. But what if the secret to success wasn't in big, dramatic actions, but in the small, consistent steps you take every day? In this chapter, we'll explore the power of consistency, the daily habits and routines that, when practiced over time, lead to remarkable progress. While talent and inspiration can certainly help, it is consistency that forms the bedrock of lasting success. We'll learn how to harness the power of steady, incremental actions to move closer to your goals. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand how consistency works and how you can use it to transform your dreams into tangible achievements. Consistency is often underestimated. Many people think that success comes from a single breakthrough moment, a sudden insight, a lucky opportunity, or a huge stroke of genius. While these moments do happen, they are the result of consistent work and effort over time. The truth is, success is rarely the product of a single dramatic event. It's the cumulative effect of the small, everyday actions that add up and build momentum. To understand the power of consistency, think about the example of a marathon runner. At the start of training, the runner might feel daunted by the idea of running 26 miles. The task is overwhelming, and the finish line seems far out of reach. But marathon runners don't focus solely on the finish line. They focus on the daily training, the small, consistent steps that slowly build endurance. They run a few miles each day, gradually increasing the distance, and with time, their training adds up. By the time race day arrives, they've built the strength, stamina, and mental toughness needed to cross the finish line. In a similar way, the path to any significant goal, whether it's writing a book, starting a business, or improving your health, requires consistent effort. For example, let's say you want to write a book. You may feel like you'll never finish because the task feels so overwhelming. But if you set aside just 30 minutes each day to write, that small, consistent effort will add up. Over time, those 30-minute sessions turn into pages, chapters, and eventually a completed manuscript. The key is showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and making steady progress. Another great example is the story of Jerry Seinfeld, one of the most successful comedians of all time. Early in his career, Seinfeld developed a simple yet powerful habit to stay consistent in his work. He would mark an X on a calendar for every day he wrote new material. His rule was simple: never break the chain. The habit was small, but over time, it created a huge body of work. Seinfeld's career is proof that consistency doesn't require dramatic action. It simply requires showing up every day and doing the work, even if it's just a little at a time. The challenge for most of us is not starting, it's staying consistent over time. Life often gets in the way. Unexpected events, fatigue, or distractions can cause us to veer off course. But the key to maintaining consistency is understanding that progress is often slow and steady. Small wins, compounded over time, will eventually lead to big results. This mindset shift is essential. Instead of focusing on immediate results, focus on the process. Embrace the small steps, knowing that each one is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. Consistency also involves developing a growth mindset. It's about understanding that success is built on progress, not perfection. Even on the days when you don't feel like making progress, the simple act of showing up and doing something, however small, counts. That consistency builds the foundation for bigger achievements and keeps you moving forward, even when progress feels slow. One of the most common reasons people struggle with consistency is the desire for instant gratification. In today's fast-paced world, we are used to getting results quickly. Whether it's from a text message, social media post, or an online purchase. This desire for quick results can lead us to feel impatient when the work we put in doesn't immediately pay off. But true success, especially in the long term, requires patience and perseverance. It's not about rushing toward the finish line. It's about making steady, daily progress that will eventually get you there. So, how can you develop more consistency in your own life? Start by setting small, achievable goals that you can realistically commit to each day. Instead of overwhelming yourself with a big, unattainable goal, break it down into manageable chunks. Commit to doing a little bit every day, whether it's writing 500 words, exercising for 20 minutes, or dedicating time to learning a new skill. Track your progress and celebrate your small wins along the way. Over time, these small steps will accumulate, and you'll see significant progress toward your larger goals. Reflect on a goal or project that you've been putting off. What small action could you take today to start building momentum? How can you commit to showing up consistently, even when the results aren't immediately visible? Remember, the journey toward success isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. The more consistent you are, the closer you'll get to your goals, one step at a time. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to keep your momentum going even when obstacles arise. But for now, think about how you can implement consistency into your daily life. What small, consistent actions can you take to build the life and success you desire? Chapter 8, Building Momentum. How to keep going when it gets tough. Have you ever started something with excitement and motivation, only to find that the energy you had at the beginning fades as you encounter obstacles or setbacks? Whether it's a new fitness routine, a big work project, or a personal goal, it's easy to feel like you're losing steam when things get tough. The truth is, maintaining momentum is one of the greatest challenges on the road to success. However, once you understand how to build and sustain momentum, you'll find that even the most difficult tasks become easier to handle. In this chapter, we'll explore the concept of momentum, what it is, why it's crucial for achieving long-term success, and how you can create and maintain it even when the going gets tough. You'll learn that momentum isn't just about working harder, but about creating a rhythm in your life that makes it easier to keep moving forward, even on days when motivation feels low. By the end of this chapter, you'll be equipped with the tools to keep pushing forward, building momentum that propels you toward your goals. Momentum is often thought of in terms of physical movement, like a car accelerating down a hill. Once the car reaches a certain speed, it requires less energy to keep going. In the same way, when you begin to take consistent action toward your goals, you start to build your own momentum. The more you act, the easier it becomes to keep going. And just like a car, if you slow down or stop, it takes more effort to get going again. This is why maintaining momentum is so crucial. Once you have it, it keeps you moving forward with less resistance. Building momentum starts with small, consistent actions. When you're working toward a large goal, it can be easy to get discouraged by the distance between where you are now and where you want to be. However, the key is to break down your goals into manageable tasks and focus on making small progress each day. Take the example of a writer working on a novel. It can be overwhelming to think about writing a 300-page book, but by focusing on writing just a few hundred words each day, the writer can gradually build momentum. Over time, those small daily actions add up, and before they know it, they've completed their manuscript. Similarly, in any area of life, consistency is key to building momentum. Let's look at a real-life example of an entrepreneur starting a new business. In the beginning, the entrepreneur may feel overwhelmed by the challenges of creating a product, marketing it, and finding customers. However, by breaking down the larger tasks into smaller steps, they begin to make steady progress. At first, this might mean spending an hour each day researching competitors or writing one blog post a week. With each action, they begin to build momentum. As the business grows, so does the entrepreneur's confidence, which makes it easier to take on bigger challenges. What once felt like a mountain of work now feels more like a series of manageable hills. Maintaining momentum also involves celebrating small wins along the way. These small successes serve as reminders of the progress you're making, which reinforces your drive to keep going. For example, let's say you're trying to get in shape and your goal is to run a 5K. Instead of waiting until you cross the finish line to celebrate, take pride in the small milestones. Maybe it's running your first mile without stopping or hitting a personal best in your training. Each of these small victories builds momentum and encourages you to keep going. The more you celebrate your progress, the more energized you feel to tackle the next challenge. Another important aspect of building momentum is to stay connected to your why. When you're working toward a goal, it's easy to get distracted by setbacks or lose sight of why you started in the first place. But when you remember the deeper purpose behind your efforts, it becomes easier to stay motivated. For example, someone who is working to lose weight may start out focusing on aesthetics, but over time, their motivation may shift to improving their health or setting a positive example for their family. Reconnecting with your deeper motivation helps reignite your drive and ensures that you don't lose momentum when challenges arise. Of course, there will be times when your momentum slows down or when life throws unexpected obstacles in your path. This is perfectly normal. The key is to understand that setbacks don't mean failure. Rather than giving up, use these moments as opportunities to recalibrate. Maybe you need to adjust your approach, set new priorities, or simply take a break to recharge. Remember that building momentum isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. The most successful people aren't those who never face setbacks. They're the ones who keep going despite them. A great example of this type of resilience is found in the story of Michael Jordan, often regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Jordan was famously cut from his high school basketball team, a devastating blow to his confidence and dreams. But instead of letting this failure define him, he used it as motivation to work harder. He kept practicing, pushing through his setbacks, and slowly built momentum on the court. Jordan didn't just rely on his natural talent, he built momentum through relentless effort, turning setbacks into fuel for success. His story is a powerful reminder that even when momentum slows, we can always find a way to build it back up. To keep momentum going, it's important to be proactive and take intentional action every day. Even on days when you're tired or feeling unmotivated, make a commitment to do something, no matter how small, that moves you closer to your goal. These consistent, incremental actions will keep your momentum alive and help you overcome obstacles that may come your way. Practical exercise. Now it's time to reflect on your own life and goals. Think about something you're working on or want to achieve. It could be a personal, professional, or health-related goal. Write down what small, consistent actions you can take every day to build momentum toward this goal. These actions should be simple and achievable, but consistent. For example, if you want to write a book, your action could be writing 500 words every day. If you're working on a fitness goal, it could be going for a 20-minute walk each day. Set yourself up for success by making these actions a regular part of your routine. Remember, momentum doesn't happen overnight. But over time, these small efforts will add up. Keep track of your progress and celebrate the small wins along the way. As you build momentum, you'll find that your energy and motivation grow, making it easier to push through any obstacles and keep moving toward your larger goal. By creating and maintaining momentum, you'll discover that the journey toward success becomes much smoother and more enjoyable. It's not about taking giant leaps, but about making consistent, purposeful progress every single day. Keep moving forward, and soon enough, you'll find yourself closer to your goal than you ever imagined. Chapter 9. The Power of Positive Relationships. Surrounding yourself with support. Have you ever noticed how the people around you can either lift you up or drain your energy? It's a simple truth. The relationships we cultivate in our lives play a significant role in shaping our mindset and influencing our success. Whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or mentors, the people we spend time with can either inspire us to reach our full potential or hold us back from achieving our goals. The key question is, how do you build and nurture relationships that support your personal growth and success? In this chapter, we'll explore the power of positive relationships and how surrounding yourself with the right people can accelerate your journey to success. You'll learn why it's important to choose your inner circle wisely, how to identify relationships that nurture your growth, and the impact that supportive people can have on your mindset and your achievements. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand the profound impact of positive relationships and how to intentionally build a network that empowers you to succeed. At the core of positive relationships is the idea of mutual support. The people you surround yourself with should be those who believe in your potential, encourage you to pursue your dreams, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. These are the people who will lift you up during times of doubt, offer perspective when you're feeling stuck, and celebrate your wins along the way. In short, positive relationships act as a powerful support system, helping you to stay motivated, stay focused, and keep moving forward toward your goals. One example of the importance of positive relationships can be seen in the lives of successful entrepreneurs. Take Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple. While Jobs was undeniably brilliant and driven, his success was also due in part to the incredible team of talented individuals he surrounded himself with. Jobs often spoke about how collaboration with like-minded, innovative people was critical to his success. He sought out individuals who could challenge him, offer fresh ideas, and help push Apple toward groundbreaking achievements. Jobs knew that surrounding himself with a team that shared his vision and values was essential for turning his ideas into reality. Similarly, you can see the impact of positive relationships in the personal development journeys of many athletes. Consider the example of Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps. While Phelps was certainly a talented athlete, much of his success can be attributed to his coach, Bob Bowman, who was not only a mentor but a constant source of motivation. Bowman pushed Phelps to be his best, but he also supported him through difficult times, helping him stay focused on his long-term goals. Phelps credits much of his success to the guidance and unwavering belief of his coach. The impact of positive relationships doesn't stop with mentors or colleagues, it extends to your personal life as well. Think about the people in your life who provide emotional support, offer advice when needed, and help you navigate challenges. Whether it's a close friend, a partner, or a family member, having someone you can lean on during tough times makes a huge difference in your ability to stay resilient and stay on track. These relationships foster a sense of belonging and provide the emotional strength needed to weather life's ups and downs. However, the opposite is also true. Negative relationships can have a detrimental effect on your mindset and success. People who are consistently critical, unsupportive, or toxic can drain your energy and undermine your confidence. The key is to recognize these relationships and take steps to protect your mental and emotional well-being. It's important to be mindful of the energy you allow into your life and make conscious decisions about who you choose to invest your time and attention in. Building a supportive network doesn't happen by accident. It requires intention and effort. You need to actively seek out people who share your values, inspire you, and encourage your growth. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. A few strong, positive relationships can have a much greater impact on your success than a large group of acquaintances who may not have your best interests at heart. To create this supportive network, it's important to put yourself in environments where you can meet like-minded individuals. This might mean joining professional groups, attending networking events, or engaging in activities that align with your passions and goals. It's also essential to be proactive in nurturing these relationships. Check in with people, offer your support in return, and make an effort to spend time together. Building trust and connection takes time, but the rewards are invaluable. As you continue on your journey to success, remember that you don't have to do it alone. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, challenge you, and support you can make all the difference in how quickly and effectively you reach your goals. Positive relationships provide not only encouragement and guidance, but also a sense of accountability that helps you stay focused and committed. Now, it's time to reflect on the relationships in your own life. Are the people around you supporting your growth, or are they holding you back? Take a moment to think about the individuals who influence your mindset and your actions. Are there people you need to distance yourself from, or others you'd like to invest more time in? Consider how you can begin to build a more supportive network that encourages your success. Exercise. Take out a piece of paper or open a blank document on your computer. List the people in your life who have the greatest influence on your mindset and progress. Do they inspire you, challenge you to be better, and support your goals? For those who do, how can you strengthen and nurture these relationships? For those who may be draining your energy or holding you back, consider setting boundaries or seeking out new, more supportive connections. Take at least one actionable step this week to either deepen a positive relationship or distance yourself from a negative one. Chapter 10. The Power of Reflection. Learning from your journey. Have you ever achieved a goal only to move on to the next one without pausing to reflect on how far you've come? It's easy to get caught up in the rush of achievement, always looking ahead to the next challenge. But what if the most valuable lessons aren't just in reaching your goals? but in reflecting on the journey itself. Reflection is the key to understanding not just what you've accomplished, but how you've grown through the process. In this final chapter, we'll explore the power of reflection and how it can help you gain deeper insights into your actions, decisions, and experiences. You'll learn why taking time to look back at your journey is essential for continued growth, how reflection can provide clarity, and how it empowers you to make more intentional decisions moving forward. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand the importance of reflection in your personal development and how to make it a powerful tool in your ongoing pursuit of success. Reflection is often overlooked, but it is one of the most effective ways to learn from our experiences. In our fast-paced world, we tend to focus on what's next, rather than appreciating the progress we've already made. Yet when we take the time to look back and reflect, we gain valuable insights that can help us improve, adjust, and align our future efforts with our true goals. Reflection allows us to understand what worked well, what didn't, and what we can do differently next time. It helps us recognize patterns in our behavior, understand our strengths, and identify areas where we might need to grow. A great example of the power of reflection is seen in the process of successful athletes. Take Michael Jordan, for example. While his talent on the basketball court is undeniable, one of the reasons for his success was his ability to reflect on his performance after each game. Jordan was known to analyze every detail of his performance, what shots he made, where he could improve, and how he could better collaborate with his teammates. This constant process of reflection and self-evaluation allowed him to improve continuously, even after becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time. His ability to reflect on both his successes and failures helped him refine his game and maintain peak performance throughout his career. Reflection also plays a critical role in the world of business. Consider Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. In his annual letters to shareholders, Buffett often discusses the lessons he's learned from both his successes and his mistakes. Instead of viewing failures as something to avoid or ignore, he treats them as opportunities for growth. He takes the time to reflect on why things went wrong, what could have been done differently, and how he can apply those lessons in the future. This constant reflection has allowed him to build a long-term strategy that continues to deliver success. But reflection isn't just about looking at the past, it's about applying those insights to the present and future. Once you've taken the time to reflect, you can make more informed decisions about your next steps. Reflection gives you the clarity to assess where you are, where you've been, and where you want to go. It helps you connect the dots between your past experiences and your future goals, allowing you to align your actions with your broader vision. To make reflection a meaningful practice, it's important to set aside time regularly to engage in it. You don't need to wait for a major milestone or accomplishment to reflect on your progress. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes at the end of the day, week, or month to ask yourself some key questions. What did you accomplish today or this week? What challenges did you face and how did you overcome them? What lessons have you learned along the way? These moments of reflection will not only help you celebrate your achievements, but also refine your approach and stay focused on your long-term goals. A practical exercise to help you integrate reflection into your life is to keep a journal. Take time each day or week to write down your thoughts, focusing on what went well and what didn't. Reflect on your actions, decisions, and behaviors, and ask yourself questions like, what did I learn today? What could I have done differently? How did I feel during this experience? How can I apply these lessons moving forward? Over time, you'll begin to see patterns in your behavior, recognize your strengths, and identify areas for improvement. This process of journaling and reflecting will not only help you grow, but also give you the clarity and confidence to take purposeful action toward your goals. As we come to the end of this book, it's essential to look back on everything you've learned. The journey towards success is not a straight line. It's a winding path full of challenges, learning, and growth. The key is to embrace each step, reflect on your progress, and continue moving forward with a deeper understanding of yourself and your goals. Success is not just about the destination, but about the person you become along the way. Reflecting on your journey is a powerful way to stay connected to your purpose and to ensure that your actions are aligned with your long-term vision. It will allow you to celebrate your successes, learn from your mistakes, and keep building on the momentum you've created. The more you reflect, the clearer your path to success will become, and the stronger your belief in your ability to achieve great things. As a final exercise, I encourage you to take a few moments to reflect on your own journey. What has been the most significant insight or lesson you've gained so far? How has your mindset shifted throughout this process? What are the next steps you need to take to continue moving forward? Remember, reflection is not just about looking back, it's about using those insights to move forward with greater intention and purpose. Your journey is far from over, and with the right mindset and consistent effort, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Conclusion: thank you for taking the time to journey through Mindset Pulse. Unlock your path to success. Throughout this book, we've explored key principles like shifting limiting beliefs, building resilience, embracing challenges, and developing consistency. Each of these concepts is a building block toward cultivating the mindset needed to achieve your goals and unlock your full potential. By focusing on small, positive actions and learning from every experience, you can create a powerful, success-oriented mindset that will guide you through any challenge life throws your way. Remember, success isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about the growth you experience along the way. Now that you have the tools to shift your mindset and take consistent action, the real work begins. Keep moving forward, stay resilient, and continue building the mindset that will lead you to success. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more content to help you grow.